everyone. So at the time of actually releasing this video, there have been two developments in the whole Johnny Depp, Warner Brothers Fantastic Beasts case thing. So first of all, it seems that Johnny Depp already filmed one scene for the movie, and according to his contract, Warner Brothers actually still had to pay him. So even though they fired him, they still had to pay him like, I think this was like an 8-figure salary or something. They still had to pay him like over $10 million, which it kind of seems like a win for Johnny Depp a little bit for like filming one scene. So even though they fired him, they got maybe a little bit of justice there. I know money's not everything, but it's still kind of a little bit of a, win for Johnny. One other thing, apparently there have been a lot of reports saying that Warner Brothers is looking to cast Mads Mikkelsen as Grindelwald instead of Johnny Depp. Now, of course, in my perfect world, I think that Johnny Depp should come back, / Amber Heard should be fired. If there's justice, there should be justice here. So if Johnny Depp, is fired, then Amber Heard should be fired. Or if Amber Heard stays on, then so should Johnny. And that's kind of what I would prefer, because I think they're both good as their characters, though there's a lot of crap going on with their relationship and other stuff. So, but I think if Johnny Depp can't be in the role, which it seems like Warner Brothers probably isn't going to bring him back, I would be 100% down with Mads Mikkelsen. Later in the video, me and Luke sort of do a little bit of a fan cast of who we should replace Johnny. And frankly, I couldn't think of anybody really off the top of my head, but I'm down for everything and anything Mads Mikkelsen. He's a great actor. He's amazing in every role he's in. So yeah, I would 100% be down with Mads taking over for Johnny Depp, even though I don't want Johnny to be fired like we're talking about in this video. If they had to replace him, Mads would be a really good replacement. But that is all. It's a little bit of an update to give this video some context. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Casual Comic Fans. I am Mike from Comic Book Fans.
I am Luke from Casual Experts.
Yep, and we're doing a video together today, and we're talking about this new news about...
New news.
Yeah, new news. Talking about Johnny Depp leaving the Fantastic Beasts franchise. So I'm just gonna talk about the facts first, as what's going on, and then me and Luke are just gonna talk about it. So all right, so this is from Variety. So I'm just gonna read a little bit of a portion of this article. So this says Johnny Depp will no longer portray the Dark Wizard Gellert Grindelwald in the Fantastic Beasts film franchise. This is according to Johnny Depp. He wrote this on Instagram. I wish to let you know that I have been asked to resign by Warner Brothers from my role as Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts, and I have respected and agreed to that request. Depp's exit from the Harry Potter spin-off series come days after he lost his libel case against The Sun, a British tabloid that published an article in 2018 alleging he was a wife-beater. Depp said he plans to appeal the ruling. Warner Brothers confirmed Depp's departure and announced his role will be recast before the third installment opens in theaters. The studio also pushed back the release date for the upcoming entry, which was originally set for November 2021. It will now premiere in the summer of 2022. I could be wrong, but I believe the Flash... No, I think there is some DC movie coming out in November of next year. I could be wrong, though. Johnny Depp will depart the Fantastic Beasts franchise. We thank Johnny for his work on the films to date, a Warner Brothers spokesperson said. Fantastic Beasts 3 is currently in production, and the role of Gellert Grindelwald will be recast. The film will debut in theaters worldwide in the summer of 2022. Now, before we talk more about this, here's a letter from Johnny Depp. Apparently, he wrote this to his fans. I'm not sure where this was posted, but yeah, this is what he wrote just this past day, just today. In light of recent events, I would like to make the following short statement. Firstly, I'd like to thank everybody who has gifted me with their support and loyalty. I have been humbled and moved by your many messages of love and concern, particularly over the last few days. Secondly, I wish to let you know that I have been asked to resign by Warner Brothers for my role as Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts, and I respected and agreed to that request. Finally, I wish to say this. The surreal judgment of the court in the UK will not change my fight to tell the truth, and I confirm that I plan to appeal. My resolve remains strong, and I intend to prove that the allegations against me are false. My life and career will not be defined by this moment in time. Thank you for reading. Sincerely, Johnny Depp. I believe this is what he posted on his Instagram. So there's that. So I guess first we should talk about just like the effects this is going to have on the movie itself, and then we can talk about
Yeah.
everything else surrounding it. So yeah, obviously they're going to recast him in Fantastic Beasts, which I don't think they've even started filming yet. So
Right.
I think it's going to be weird. I always think recasts are weird. They always kind of like break the kind of the immersion when you're watching it, because you're just like, what the heck, unless they have some sort of way to explain it.
Right.
But I know, like, it kind of made it weird, like, even in Iron Man 2, you know, when they had, like, a new roadie and things like that. When they recast it, just kind of breaks the continuity a bit.
Right.
The thing with Fantastic Beasts is I feel like they can get away with it a little bit because of magic. And, like, in the beginning, he even was Colin Farrell at first.
Right.
You know?
Farrell, yeah.
So I think in this case, they have the potential to save it and make it somehow some sort of shape-shifting or some problem. Or maybe, like, the Johnny Depp form wasn't even his, like, actual form or something like that, you know. So I think there's a way to save it. I don't know. What do you think about that?
Well, honestly, I wasn't a huge fan of him in Fantastic Beasts anyway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's not. I'm not saying anything about his personal life or anything. I'm just not a huge fan of him in those movies, and so I almost prefer it this way. I would honestly prefer if they went back to Colin Farrell because I liked him in the first one.
Yeah, I feel he was for whatever reason he felt a little bit one-dimensional when he was Johnny Depp. I don't think it's Johnny Depp's fault necessarily, because he is good in most movies he's in. So it was probably the way they wrote him when he was Johnny Depp. But yeah, I think Colin Farrell, like that version, like when he was pretending to be that character, he was a little more interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd be cool going back to Colin Farrell or another actor who's really good. Be interesting. I guess along the lines of all the other stuff that was going on. So this has been going on for probably like what, 3 years now at least.
Yeah.
I know it started out that like Amber Heard, because Amber Heard and Johnny Depp were married, and it started out that she accused him of, you know, a lot of physical abuse. I think emotional abuse too. Yeah, it was just she accused him of a lot of different things, and like right off the bat, I know a lot of people just kind of like believed her and started, you know, I think that was kind of when the Sun started, you know, posted that article saying, you know, Johnny Depp's a wife beater and stuff. Then I know like maybe a year later or less, I know Johnny Depp came up with his own accusations, and he presented a lot of evidence. Like he had video camera footage from his house and stuff and things like that. I know a lot of other stuff came to light, and from everything I've heard the last few years, it seems very much like it was just kind of a really messed up relationship on both sides. It seems like both of them had valid accusations, and it seems like once Johnny Depp came out with a lot of stuff, a lot of people switched sides and were against Amber Heard.
Right.
And I think what's weird is this whole legal case where in the UK, you know, he sued the Sun for libel because they called him a wife beater, and the judge basically just, apparently there wasn't any actual hearing because of COVID. The judge basically just like looked and he was like, nope, I think Johnny Depp was like guilty of all this stuff. Like I think there was one article I read where out of 12 out of the 14 accusations, the judge ruled that it was Johnny Depp's fault or something. Okay. Which seems, I don't know, to me seems a little odd. Like, like unanimous decision by one judge without even a hearing. He just like, without even like necessarily looking at much evidence, it seemed like he just believed Amber Heard for most of this stuff over Johnny Depp. Like I know in one article I was reading, they said like Johnny Depp said that Amber Heard threw a bottle at him and like split his fingertip off, and apparently the judge was like, yeah, I just don't believe his side of the story or something. So I don't know what that was all about. I don't know if, you know, it didn't seem evidence-based. It seemed very much like opinion-based, at least from what I was looking into. That's not to say Johnny Depp didn't do some messed up stuff, but a lot of the stuff, it seemed a lot of the statements from the judge were very much like, well, I just don't believe Johnny Depp. Like, it wasn't like, given this evidence, it was just like, yeah, I don't believe him, you know? So that's a little, okay. Seems a little one-sided on the legal sense. I know he's getting a lot of support from fans and whatnot, but it seems like now with the whole legality where he lost his case and now Warner Brothers asked him to step down, so far it seems a little one-sided in that respect. Because I know he did have some decent evidence of some mess up stuff that Amber Heard did, It
Yeah.
just seems like they were both very abusive to each other.
Yeah, that's
Um,
definitely the vibe I'm getting. Yeah.
yeah. So with all that to say, like, so maybe he should have lost his job, as Grindelwald or whatever. But if it's true that they were both, toxic like that, shouldn't they both like lose their job? Because I know Warner Brothers
Right.
employs Amber Heard because she's an Aquaman. She's,
Yeah, and I
Maris.
heard that she might not be in the next one,
Yeah,
Aquaman. But I don't know if that's
as
solid
far
or
as I've
not.
heard, those were rumors because I know
Okay.
for she still got employment as of now. So
Right.
because I know she is in some of the reshoots for Zack Snyder's cut of
Right.
Justice League. So I mean, it could just be that they allowed her to come back for that because of continuity's sake. She was already in
Yeah.
the movie to begin with. You can't really
Hmm.
fire her from a project she wasn't in. I mean,
Yeah.
a project she was already in. Um,
Right.
I guess you kind of could and just replace her, but I don't think they want to do that. So, yeah. So there's that. Maybe in the next few weeks or something, they'll ask her to step down too.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
if they continue with this and they only ask Depp to step down, that seems kind of one-sided. Especially
Right.
from one case. It wasn't even like he lost a legal case and was like being convicted of actual crimes. He lost a libel case that he brought up
Right.
himself against a tabloid, and they're like, "Oh, well, you lost that case, so you must be guilty. So I guess you should
Right.
step down." Or at
Right.
least there's a lot of stuff going on with you. So I don't know. Seems a little bit like, in all fairness, she should lose her job, and I don't really want her to lose her job because I liked her as Mira. But on the other
Yeah.
hand, I think it's only fair in this respect,
Right.
especially considering she wasn't like necessarily. I don't think either one of them was really necessarily a victim. I mean, they were, but in the way that they
Yeah.
seems like they both gave as much as they got. It seems
Right.
from what I've seen. It seems like the most balanced view, but I don't know. I guess time will tell. I know.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that tabloid just calling him a wife beater. No matter what he
Hmm.
did.
Right.
Granted, it is a tabloid. It's hard to print.
Exactly.
It's hard to like bring a libel case against a tabloid. So it probably wasn't the smartest decision to begin
Right.
with in Depp's case.
Hmm.
If it were like an actual legitimate newspaper or something like
Right.
that
Yeah.
would be different, where they're held to a higher standard. But tabloids print crap about people
Right.
all the time,
Right.
and you usually don't bring libel cases against them because you're just like, anybody who reads this and believes it's like dumb anyway.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
tabloids are
Exactly.
ridiculous at this point. So I think the case is, I think the ruling itself, like against, where the judge said the whole libel case isn't holding any water. Fair enough, but the reasons he gave were basically like, it wasn't libel just because it was a tabloid. It wasn't libel because I think Johnny Depp did all this crap. That's kind of what
Yeah.
I find issue with. But
Yeah.
I don't know how the legal system works in the UK.
Exactly.
I'm sure
Yeah.
it's a little different. So
Right.
who knows? Like, he hasn't actually been convicted in the US, so fair enough.
Right. Right.
But it's just a whole messy situation. But this is definitely interesting news. I did not see that coming. I mean,
Hmm.
part of me did because people were saying about it for years. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it seemed like he'd been in the franchise so long since this has been going. I think it's been going on since like the first movie came out in like 2015.
Right. He was in the end of that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think people were talking about it even back then. I think it was even a case back then. I think at that point Amber Heard had just brought the accusation. So
Yeah.
it's just kind of crazy, honestly, the whole thing.
For sure.
But yeah, you have any last thoughts about it? That's kind of what I wanted to say.
Um. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot going on, and it's again, it's a legal the legal system in the UK. We're both Americans. We don't understand how that works.
Yeah.
And I just think it's interesting that Warner Brothers is firing him because of what the English judge said.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
odd because it definitely was because of that. It seems because it was like right after
right.
he lost the case. They're like, okay, well, we need you to step down. I guess maybe that was like a final straw thing, but
Yeah.
I don't know. This thing has been going on for years, and just now when they're gonna start filming, they're like, we could just like have him finish this movie, but no, we're just gonna fire him now,
Right. Right.
or ask him to step down, which is a nice way of saying being fired,
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, weird. But I guess we'll see what happens if Amber Heard is going to be on for the next Aquaman or not. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. So before we end, like, who assuming we can't get Colin Farrell back, who would you pick?
Oh, I don't know because it's hard because it's an original character. If it were like a character
Right.
from the book or comics
Right.
or something else, but it's an original character. So even like Colin Farrell and Johnny Depp, like it was the same character technically, but they were both
Yeah.
very different.
Right.
I don't know, off the top of my head, I can't think of anybody. Do you have anybody that you would choose?
Yeah, it would have to be an English actor.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, Johnny Depp isn't English, is he?
I think it. I don't know actually.
I think he's American. Let me check on that while you
Yeah.
give
No.
your
The
casting.
other pick I would say he's not. I said this in my Nightwing video a long time ago. I
Hmm.
really like the British actor Andrew Scott. I think his name is.
Oh
He was
yeah, he's
on.
very
He was
good.
on Sherlock.
Yeah, he
He
was
played
Moriarty. Yeah.
Moriarty. Yeah, I think he might do good. Very flamboyant actor,
Yeah,
and
he's
I think
good.
he would do well in this role.
Yeah,
He's. Go
sorry,
ahead.
I was gonna say Johnny Depp is American. He was born in Kentucky.
Okay. I
He's
thought he was
very American. Yeah.
British.
But yeah, yeah, that'd be good casting. I think honestly, like this may be out of left field, but I think it'd be weird, but it might work. Like Benedict Cumberbatch,
Yeah,
because
that
I
could
know
work.
he can pretty much play anything,
Yeah,
and I've seen him play weird, flamboyant characters before. You know, I think he would just do a good job. I mean, he kind of does in everything. So,
yeah, yeah.
but that's just like off the top of my head. I haven't really thought about it much.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I think that's it. Okay,
Yeah.
one question for you, and I'm not even sure I have an answer for this, but like
Hmm.
if Amber Heard does not come back as Mira for Aquaman, who would you recast
Okay.
as Mira?
Um, let's see. Does Mira in the comics have red hair?
She does, yes.
Okay, so the actress would probably need to have red hair, or at
Yeah.
least
Well, I
have it
know
dyed.
Amber Heard is actually blonde, so
Okay,
they
I didn't
colored
know
her
that
hair.
either.
Yeah.
uh, so yeah, then the hair doesn't matter.
Not really.
Hmm. I think maybe Kristen Dunst.
Really?
Maybe, yeah, because I'm just picturing them in my head, and they look kind of similar. Maybe I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. There might be an age difference between them. I'm not really sure.
Right.
Um, maybe Emma Stone.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
I don't
trying to
know.
think of people because I can't think of anyone off the top of my head who I would think like, yeah, she'd be a good Mira. You know, like
Right, right.
maybe I don't know if she looks exactly like her. Maybe like Alicia Vikander.
Mhm.
I don't know. That'd be hard. Um, yeah, I don't know. Honestly, off the
Yeah,
top of my head, it'd be kind of hard because honestly, I think Amber was a really good casting choice for that
right.
role. I think she
Hmm.
looks the part and she acted it well. So that would be kind of a
Yeah,
bummer if she got fired. But at the same time, I think in the sense of fairness. But
right.
yeah. So all that to say, let us know in the comments, I guess, your casting
Hmm.
choices for Grindelwald and or Mara, and that is pretty much the video. We're gonna wrap this up. Be
Hmm.
sure to check out the Patreon link below. Check out our Instagram. Check out our podcast. All those links in the description, or yeah, in the
All of them are
description.
there.
Be sure to check out all our other videos. Got a bunch of wide variety of stuff. Luke's got a bunch of horror stuff
Hmm.
he's come out with lately, and I've been
Yeah.
not doing much because but anyway, I've been busy. But yeah, so there we go. So thank you everyone for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you all in the next video.